Hey there guys, what's going on? It's Gale right here, back on the 5-9 channel, and we have some massive news. The in-game reveals for the Golden Week celebration are finally here. We've got Goku and potentially a Vegeta. We don't know if it's either baby Vegeta or Vegeta just yet. We'll be discussing that in just a split second, but we're finally getting the confirmation that Goku and Vegeta are the dual Dokkan Fest units for the Golden Week. But that's not all. It is also coming to global. They finally realized that they can't put these Golden Week units in November when we've had anniversary as well as the worldwide celebration happening. So that's some massive news in itself as well. But with me today, we also have Ignan. Say hello.
Hello, dudes. What's up?
Alright. So a quick rundown for those of you guys who may have missed the news altogether. JP obviously got their not Twitter reveal, sorry, that'll be tomorrow. But they got their in-game reveals for Goku and Vegeta. It seems to be a transforming version. They're calling them the earth-shattering transformations or something, similar to transforming Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. So these might be going from like base Goku and Vegeta GT to all the way Super Saiyan 4s. So let's quickly talk about that, Iggy. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think they should have just been like Goku and baby Vegeta itself?
I mean, either way is fine. I just hope they make the units actually good, because like the issues with the other ones they aren't really great until they get to their last form, which is like 5 turns into it. But having a unit, which they're both Super Saiyan, so maybe it just starts off with Super Saiyan and goes to Super Saiyan 4. But I just want some form of a unit that transforms to Super Saiyan 4 in the game. Yeah. So I take whatever I could get. So like maybe it'd be like Super Saiyan 2, 3, to do the Great 8 turn and the Super Saiyan 4, and that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect as well. I think that would be great. Maybe they could kind of skip the Super Saiyan 2, because we don't see Super Saiyan 2 that much in GT outside of Goku using it, right? Vegeta doesn't use Super Saiyan 2. It's only Super Saiyan 3, and Super Saiyan 4 that's primarily present, right? So if they do maybe like a 4-turn transformation or a 3-turn transformation where it's Super Saiyan 3, Great Ape, and then Super Saiyan 4, I think that would be fantastic. But also, we have to remember, this is not just on JP, this is coming to global. Obviously, I personally think this is a huge dub for global. Like I said, you know, we're not having to wait 6 months for units that will probably be outdated, kind of like how, you know, Gotenks and Boo, I was going to say Jinem and Pycon, but not them, Gotenks and Boo, Trunks and Zamasu, you know, these guys usually become outdated because of the fact that global usually celebrates worldwide, the worldwide celebration with JP. You know, we get much better units then, and by the time we get to that, you know, so many other units come that just make those units kind of not necessarily irrelevant, but they age badly. Ignan, what do you think about that one? Do you think this is a huge dub, or is it something that is kind of 50-50 depending on how you look at it?
I don't think you could look at this in any way and say that it isn't a W for global. I mean, maybe like, oh yeah, I don't have my 6 months to save for it. It's like, yeah, but by the time it gets there 6 months, you're like, oh wow, there's this other LR that comes out that I want to save for. Oh wow, look, another LR I want to save for. Forget about that one. That's just kind of like the global cycle. So like, I think it's a big W for global. Yeah. And I just personally think that it's good for community in general when both versions get the same things at the same time. Because there ain't no whole bunch of bickering and stuff about it.
I 100% agree with you on that one. It's definitely a huge dub, like you mentioned. The only thing I can understand from global players, and I feel it's a 50-50 thing as well from me personally, because even I'd have loved to save, but when you think about it, you're getting so many things first. We'll be getting the 2 new units first. We could be getting a lot of the EZAs first. You know, we don't even know what EZAs are going to be coming. We'll probably get the legendary Goku event soon, and we'll come on to that in just a second, what could be part of the campaign and everything on global versus JP, right? But there's so many things that we might get alongside the JP version, which we would have had to wait 6 to 7 months for. So anybody who's looking at this as a negative, I can understand from the saving aspect, but I don't think otherwise you can look at it in any negative way, right? It's a huge dub all around. But yeah, let's get into the campaign and stuff, because obviously global is, well, as much as this is coming now together with JP, it still means that we're missing a lot of the EZAs and stuff like that that are on JP right now. So even though we might be missing those, do you think, and what do you think will we be getting alongside JP, Iggy? Obviously, we know there's a new Legendary Goku event coming, IDBH, a potential EZA maybe for SSJ for Goku. We already know Pan is getting an EZA, right? B-Pan, that is. So what do you think? Do you think, out of all of these, do you think we'll get everything, or do you think they might skip out on some stuff, right?
I mean, the part of me wants to believe they'll be a good company and give everything to global, but the realistic side of me is like, no, they're gonna cut some of it out. Because like I feel like they'll definitely get the easy A's. They'll probably get the Goku event, maybe, hopefully. I think they, I don't know. I feel like it could be a good time to give them ESBR, mainly because I'm sick of hearing everyone complain about it. But it could happen, maybe.
Yeah. The thing is, I'll kind of interlude there for the ESBR stuff. I mentioned in the previous video we did, right, the Golden Week predictions thing as well for what we could have in the campaign. I said, like, the ESBR stages usually, I think, will now only come when Global and JP have a similar celebration or the celebration at the same time, so they could add more stages to JP while also giving the stages that are already on JP to Global. I think this could be a good time to do that, right?
I think it could be a good thing. I mean, I don't know what they would replace for it. I mean, realistically speaking, they could just do it with all the stuff on top of it if they really wanted to, because I mean, who's going to complain about extra content, you know? But I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be very
speaking,
interesting.
I'd like to see them get the same stuff JP does, and maybe ESBR on top of it. I don't think anyone would complain about that, really.
I think that would be a banger of a celebration, to be honest, you know, all of the things. I personally think we'll probably get everything, like you said. I hope so, at least, you know. But if there's anything I think we might not get, I have a slight feeling we might not get the Legendary Goku event, which would be a shame. But it's not impossible, right? Because I'm just looking at it from the aspect of what happened last time with the Legendary Goku event. We had to wait for, what was it, June, July, August, September, October, 5 months basically for it effectively. So as much as I love it immediately, I think there is a chance we could have to wait for it. But outside of that, DBH, I think BPAN ZZA, you know, potentially ESBR stages, you know, I think those will be there. This is going to be very interesting because we obviously talked about BPAN ZZA, right? Obviously, now that Global is also getting this celebration, right? Do you think they might change it to make both SSJ for Goku and Vegeta EZA, or is it just going to be one or the other? And or will both versions get separate EZA? So JP might get Goku's and Global might get Vegeta's, or the other way around? Do you think they might do something like that?
I think that'd be, as annoying as it'd be, I think it'd actually be really cool. Because, like, then it's just kind of like, one version gets one and the other one has to wait for, you know, it'd be really interesting, cool idea for them to do. And I think it's just more of a way to, like, keep both versions fresh at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like Global get the W if they get Vegeta's EZA, because it's always better than the Goku, you know.
Yeah, he's aged a lot better. Yeah.
And so the JP like, fudge, I gotta wait for the Vegeta EZA while they have all the other stuff Global does. I think it'd be kind of cool just for them to give one to both.
Yeah. Do you think there's okay, so let's talk a bit about the Goku and Vegeta. Do you have any thoughts on what they might lead or anything they might lead? Because this is a bit of an odd one, because for up until now we were like, oh, it's Goku baby Vegeta, it's Goku baby Vegeta, but there is a huge chance that it could just be Vegeta going Super Saiyan 4 and Goku going Super Saiyan 4. So do you think they might, obviously we recently got a super and extreme class leader in Pikkon and Janemba, so, and obviously Vegeta's a super character, so it's not going to be super, right? What do you think they will lead? Is there any thoughts that you might have? Is it going to be another Goku's family and Vegeta family leader again, kind of like the LRs, or is it going to be something else potentially?
I'd like for it to be the Goku Vegeta. I know as much as people hate that, I think it'd be kind of cool. Because like the Super Saiyan 4s, like realistically speaking, who really wants to run those units anymore at this point? And like I know they're still good, but like they're just not aging very well. But it would be cool to have extra leads, or even just for the people that can't pull the LRs. You know, it'd be cool to have like an easier to pull lead that comes back way more often than those LR Super Saiyan 4s ever will. Oh
god! Now that you mentioned the, original LRs, or what was it called? I was gonna say something specifically about them. They're gonna be on the banner. They're gonna be on the banner now.
They will,
so it's gonna be probably an 8 featured banner unit or 9 featured or whatever it is. Something more than the usual 7, right? Oh, that's gonna be hell for some people who are planning on going all in for these guys, man. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun for anybody. Let's talk a bit about global side, of course. Obviously, we're getting it now in end April, May beginning instead of November. What? It's gonna be very interesting, because now what do you think they'll do for November? Because there's gonna be, November is gonna be so dead now again.
I didn't think about that. What would they do for November?
Like, is it gonna be a global first dual Dokkan Fest, or like, how is it that there's no way for them to do it realistically? This is because this is also, you have to remember, this is probably the first time we're also getting a back-to-back dual Dokkan Fest on any version. I've never seen, I don't think I've seen a back-to-back dual Dokkan Fest at all, because on especially even when we look at like going from anniversary to worldwide celebration on global, you know, in the last couple of years, they've always had anniversary, a single Dokkan Fest, and then a dual Dokkan Fest. So this changes a lot of things. The fact that we're getting a first time back-to-back dual Dokkan Fest, what's gonna happen in November, it's gonna be very interesting. Unless, I have an idea actually, now that I thought about it, the first ever Heroes Dokkan Fest or dual Dokkan Fest in November.
I really want them to do Heroes,
because then you
Dokkan
can do
Fest.
it, then they could do JP and Global at the same time.
They could.
So,
they really could.
So maybe a Heroes Duel Dokkan Fest. Let us know in the comment section down below what do you think that might be, honestly, because that's going to be a very interesting. But yeah, I think that's all we have. I don't think there's anything else we can kind of gather unless you have any final thoughts to add on, Iggy.
Not really. I mean, it was like we're basically basing this off of 2 pictures and a V-jump scan at this point. So like there isn't really too much we can bring up.
Yeah, I mean,
until
we've
tomorrow
kind of,
night.
Yeah, because we should be getting Twitter Reels tomorrow night, and we've been discussing this over the last couple of weeks. We've had so many videos. If you want to go check them out on the channel, be sure to do so. Truth, Goresh, I, Ignan, Choco, we've all done something in or the other in terms of predicting what's coming, our thoughts on what could be the dual Dokkan Fest and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Let us know in the comment section below once again, what did you guys think of this reveal? What do you think about the fact that Global is also getting it first? It's a lot of stuff to digest. We'll find out everything tomorrow evening, I suppose. Once again, leave a like and subscribe for more Dokkan content on the 5-9 channel. Ignan and I will be back for a future video. Take it easy, everybody.
See y'all later, dudes.
Take it up like this, y'all.